Hello everyone, my name is Liz and I'm from Gracious Bakers. Welcome to Come Bake With Us. With me here, I've got Lulu with me, who's been assisting me on this tutorial series to showcase you how easy it is to bake with our premix range. So welcome Lulu, and are we going to have some fun today?
Yes, let's have some fun. Igama lami ndingululu. Welcome to Come Bake With Us. I'm from Gracious Bakers. Ezba undazi ke ndisebenzisana nabo kuzo zonke icampaign zabo. Namhlanje sizawuva kamnandi, sihleke kube mnandi ngoba sibhaka icake.
Thank you Lulu. So who does not like hamburgers? Well, we're going to start and we're going to show you today how to make our very easy hamburger rolls or just dinner rolls, whichever you prefer. So we're going to showcase you how to make these. They are very simple to make. You just need a couple of ingredients. So we've got our beautiful premix right here. I've already got it in a packet for us. We are going to be using some rice flour for dusting our trays. We are using erythritol in this recipe. Erythritol is a non-nutritive sugar replacement, and we prefer to use this as it doesn't spike our blood sugars, and we can keep the rolls sugar-free as well. We will be using fresh yeast today. We love working with fresh yeast. We can get it from our local grocer at any time, so it's very easy for us to get. If you don't have any fresh yeast, don't worry. You can just use dry yeast instead. You will see it right on the back of the box. There is a conversion for you how much to use. So we prefer nice fresh yeast. Gives a lovely flavor to breads especially. And we've got some nice fresh lemon. We like using fresh lemon, just as close to nature. You can use store-bought lemon juice for this. You can even use rice vinegar. You can use any type of acidity that you want. You can use apple cider vinegar. We just need acidity in this recipe. We've got some salt that we'll be using. My personal preference is Maldon salt. You can use normal table salt, it's not a problem, whatever is your preference. Then we've got some rice flour for dusting our trays. We've got some coconut oil that we'll also be using in the prep of our trays. And then we've got these molds that we'll be using today, but if you don't have them, we are going to show you how you can make beautiful rolls irregardless. And then we've got our water ready here. We need a nice little mixing bowl, and we need a whisk just to whisk up all our ingredients here. We are using a sieve. We pre-sieve all our premixes. Just helps it to make sure the premix is nice and loose and gives us a nice product. Obviously have a bowl. For this recipe we use a scale. Scales just give you a much more accurate product. If you use milliliters, it can give you variances in your recipe formulation, so we just prefer using scales. They're really cheap and you really get them anywhere, so that is just our method that we love to use. And then we'll be using a little hand beater today. You can make this by hand as well, but we are just using a very cost-effective little hand beater to whip up this beautiful rolls that we're going to showcase you.
Kaloku bethunani sibhaka ii-rolls namhlanje, and kwaye sibhaka ii-rolls nje namhlanje. Apha kule pakethi yethu uzawufumanisa into yobana zikhona ezinye enye nje recipe onoyifumana ngaphandle kwale eye-rolls. Sinezinto ke esizisebenzisayo ke apha xa sizawukwenza le recipe yethu. Sine-erythritol siyayisebenzisa for into yobana ukusweetnisha into yakho, and then ungayitshintsha ke usebenzise neswekile. Sine-rice flour for ukudasta nje amapani wethu ukwenzela uba isonka singabambeleli xa usibhaka. Sine-lovely premix yethu le sisebenza ngayo kanye ukwenza ii-rolls. Sithanda usebenzisa i-fresh yeast ke thina ke apha, but ungayisebenzisa nayo i-dry yeast, but iza kuxelela ipakethi yethu into yoba ungathatha kangakanani na kwi-dry yeast xa uyisebenzisa. Then thina sithanda usebenzisa ilemon. Ilemon ikufutshane kakhulu empilweni yakho, but ungayisebenzisa nenye nje engenye i-acidic ukwenzela into yobana usebenzise mhlawumbi i-apple cider okanye i-vinegar engenye. Then apha siphinde sibe ne-lemon squeeze for ukwenzela uba sisqueeze ilemon yethu kakuhle xa siyiweyo. Sithanda usebenzisa ityiwa ke thina ke le tyiwa igrof ukuncasanisa irecipe yethu. Xa sisebenzisa le tyiwa ungayisebenzisa ne-any table salt, but thina sithanda usebenzisa kanye le igrof 14. Sinestrainer ke apha istrainer siyasifa nje la rice flour xa sisebenzisa emapanini wethu. Sine coconut oil apha for ukaba amapani wethu isonga singabambeleli. Then we have these lovely and beautiful molds. Even if awunazo siza kubonisa thina into bana ungenza njani na ukwenzela into bana xa ungenazo but still ziphume kahle i-rolls zakho. Siphinde sibe namanzi ke bethunani. Amanzi funeka i-temperature yawo ibe yi-baby bottle. Sine beak yethu apho sicubela khona i-liquid yethu. Sibe nale yokuxuba kakuhle. I-premix zethu siyathanda ke ukuba masizistraine because zizokunika i-results ezi-right zingabi nazigaqa phakathi. And ke uyayazi bafuneke sibe nesitya. Siye sisebenzise iscale ke bethunani ukuqinisekisa into yobana izinto zethu ziweyiwe in grams because i-milliliters zingakunika sometimes i-results ezingezizoncama, but ke ngokuthi nasisebenzisa i-scales siyafikeleleka wethu si-cheap ngasithenga nawe. Sizawusebenzisa i-beak ke bethunani, i-bitter ke bethunani. So le bitter lena ungayisebenzisa ngesandla uthathe icephe leplanga uqube ngesandla, but thina namhlanje only namhlanje sizawusebenzisa i-bitter. Enkosi kakhulu.
Thank you, Lulu, for translating that so beautifully for us. You did touch there on one point that I did not. Remember, your water needs to be the temperature of a baby's bottle, about 30 degrees. Thank you, Lulu, for remembering that one. Lulu, are you ready to get started on these rolls?
Yebo, masiqalise.
Oh, I can't wait. And it's Friday, and tonight we can have beautiful burgers.
Yes, for lunch.
Okay, so first of all, we start off and we are going to serve our premix right into our bowl. Remember to get all those flour out of all the corners. You need every gram for these recipes to work perfectly. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to prep your trays for these rolls. So today we've got one of these beautiful roll pans that we will be using for some of our rolls. Thank you, Lulu. But like I said, if you don't have one of these, it's not a problem. I'm going to show you just how to make them in a good old-fashioned muffin cupcake pan as well, if you don't have any of these roll pans. Okay. So all we're going to do is we are going to use some coconut oil that we've put in a little bowl, and we are going to just brush our tray nicely out of here. So we just put a little layer of coconut oil right at the bottom. I'll be splitting my mix into two so I can showcase you how to make both. We normally make 6 rolls, so I'll be making some in this tray and some in this one. So just so that you know. And I brush my muffin tray as well. And just give it a nice coating right in there. Here we are. That's that. Then I'm going to be taking my rice flour, and I just use a normal little strainer, and I just dust a thin layer right onto it. This is to give our roll a nice little grip to rise and prove nice to a nice size. So So that's why we do it, and it gives it a really nice crust. So it gives you that really bready crust that you are looking for in bread. So we believe rice flour is great. You can find it right at Gracious Bakers. So you don't even have to look very far for it, and it's quite a cost-effective product. So we love dusting with that. On top of that, we are using these rings today. So we are also taking them and we are going to brush them with a little bit of coconut oil. And we are pretty much doing exactly the same we've done now. I'm going to showcase you one, and then I'm going to ask Lulu to assist me here. So let's just get rid of this little sieve. Just put it on that side for us quickly. And all we're going to do is we're going to pop this right into our bowl. And as you see, out comes the ring. It's got a nice little rice coating. And then we just pop it right in the middle of our tray. And that's going to help our roll to really get a nice body and proof. But you can make these rolls just in a tray as well, without these rings and without the muffin tray, just in a normal tray. They still come out beautiful. They will just not rise as high as normal, but they same texture, same beautiful taste.
Ewe ke Thulani unibonisile ke umphathi wami into yobana xa ulungisa i-tray zakho sithatha i-coconut oil, sithathe la brashana, siqabe kancinci ukwenzela into yoba izonka zethu zingabambeleli. Uthe if awunayo le tray angakubonisa ke nange-tray ye-muffins njengesitayile sakudala ke bethunani kancinci nje kudala. And then if awunayo le ungayisebenzisa ne-normal tray. Zizawunyuka ewe azizunyuka ngolu hlobo baziphakame, but zizawunyuka ziphakame kancinci nje. So i-rice flour yethu if awunayo le ring ayinamsebenzi, le ring siyithambisile kakuhle nge-rice flour.
Thank you, Lulu. Lulu, let's quickly get those last little rings brushed up with some coconut oil, and then let's get them dusted up.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's put all these things to the side, and then let's start mixing and forming.
Yes.
Okay, Lulu, are you ready for us to get started?
Yes, let's start.
There you go. Okay, we need our bowl, and we are going to be weighing off 20 grams of fresh yeast. We love using fresh yeast. Just gives such a nice flavor. Let's just pop that right in there. Perfect. 20 grams. Then we've got our erythritol. We are making these rolls sugar-free. Remember, these rolls are completely allergen-free. They're even suitable for our vegan friends. They're really, really simple to make, and there's really no excuse for you. So they are gluten-free, they are lactose-free, they are egg-free, they are dairy-free. It's really that simple with the same great taste. Yeah, so let me just get 15 grams of erythritol right in here. You can use sugar for these rolls as well if that is your preference. On the dot. There we go. Then we need 245 grams of water, lukewarm water. Let's just get that in there. Perfect, spot on. There we are. Just tear that. Then we need our lemon juice. We use fresh lemons, as you know by now, and we are adding 3 grams of lemon juice right in here. There we go. That is our 3 grams. So now that I've got this ready, I'm just going to put this to the side, and I'm just going to weigh off my salt. So I'm just using 3 grams of salt, and we don't put salt into our premixes because we want you to have the option whether you want to add salt or not. A lot of people suffer from high blood pressures, and we're really trying to have an inclusive product for everyone for better health. So let me get that 3 grams weighed off. Here we are. That's it. Now we're all ready for mixing.
Yeah, wabethi no utshilo ke bethunani wathi masixubeni ke ngoku amanzi wethu. Xa siwaqhuba ke ngoku lamanzi uyixubile i-erythritol, uxube i-15 grams ye-erythritol as ba ke uyazi ungayitshintsha ibe yiswekile, but thina sithanda usebenzisa lena because of ihambelana negazi nabantu. Umuntu xa ene-high blood akwazi naye ulunga kuzo ezi burger zethu. Wayigalela ke u-3 grams welemoni, wathi wagqiba wagalela u-245 grams wamanzi, but amanzi akho abe yi-baby bottle. Ityiwa siyifaka ekugqibeleni ngoba kaloku sinika abantu i-choice yobana bayayifuna na ityiwa okanye abayifuni, because abanye abantu bayasafarisha kwi-high blood ne-diabetic into ezinjalo. So uyazikhethela uba uyayifuna ityiwa okanye awuyifuni na ityiwa. So uyigalele uyiweyile ke ityiwa yangu-3 grams as ba ebeyiweya apha on the dot. So ngokufuneka siyixubile kakuhle sizokumixa kwiflour yethu.
Thank you, Lulu. Get that mixing for us.
Ewe.
Thank you. Pop this away. Are we using a hand beater? We don't mix this mixture too fast at all. The more faster you beat it, the lighter your rolls will become. But if they are very, very light, they do reduce in shelf life. So we don't like over mixing this mixture. So we are going to be mixing it on slow, on 1. So Lulu, can you slowly, is that nicely mixed through all the yeast? Nice and dissolved. You want to make sure that yeast is nice and dissolved before you pour it in. Perfect. Let's get that going. So before I add in all my liquid, I just firstly want to make sure all my flour is nicely incorporated with my liquid. So I just mix it until it comes kind of thick, and then we're going to add the last bit in. Okay. Perfect. Pop that in, and then we're also going to add in our salt at this point. Now we're just going to give it a nice mix through until it comes together. If you keep a close eye while I'm mixing, you will see that the mixture will turn a little bit paler in color, and it will start making these strands, and that is really what we're looking for in this mixture. I don't know if you saw those strands, it started pulling there on the side, and that is really what you're looking for. You will see your mixture is quite sticky, and when we form these with some water on our hands, and that is how we work with all our bread premix products in this range. So we're just going to let that sit for a second, and then we are going to start forming.
Xa eyixuba uba uyaqaphela, the more eyixuba uyixuba ikhala yayo ibe lightanyana, kulapho ke sibona into yobana sifikile kunqontsonqa, kulapho and then ke ngoku eyixuba nje the more isibancangathi yile nto okanye siyifunayo ukwenza into yobana ii-rolls zethu zibe soft, zibe fluffy.
Ah, thank you, Lulu. So Lulu, off to some shaping of our rolls.
Ewe.
So we use some water to wet our hands when we work with this premix. So as soon as you wet your hands, you will suddenly see you can start forming this dough beautifully, just like a normal dough. We like to make our rolls about 95 grams, but you obviously have the choice to make it as per your preference. So we are going to weigh them off for you today, just so that we make sure we give you some beautiful uniform rolls when we make these.
Siye ke siziweye i-rolls zethu ukwenzela into yobana sizofumana eli nani kanye besilixelile, and xa sizawuweya i-rolls zethu uba uyaqaphela eziba le ntlama ithambile siye sisebenzisa amanzi ukwenzela ingancamatheli kuwe apha ezandleni. So sizaziweya ke ngoku i-rolls zethu sizishape ngendlela right.
Thank you, Lulu. I'm just going to pop that in there. Let's weigh off another roll there. Perfect.
On the dot.
So when we shape these rolls, I use water and I like to flatten it in my hand so it becomes a smooth surface right here on the top, and then I start working my ends to the bottom. So I just kind of work my hand so I fold the roll to the bottom. If it's still, you see it's still a bit, still giving you a little bit of holes here on top, I just reshape again. It's nice, so I can show you again, and I will just work it with my hands around and just making it nice and smooth. For these little cracks on top, it's nice, you just use a little bit of water and you just rub them nice so it starts to smoothen out the tops. There we are, and we've got a beautiful roll. Show you again. Just bring my dough nice together, make my surface nice and smooth, and I'll start shaping them. Just form them nice and round.
Uba uyaqaphela ke bethuna ke mbukeli basiziweya ezi rolls zethu siyazishape ngendlela right, but uba ikunika lamaqamuza apha phezulu uphinde uyishape uyenze flat uyenze kakuhle ibe round esiba esenza warm up.
Perfect, thank you, Lulu. So we've made 4 for you into the little molds, and now we're just going to show you, if we pop them right into these muffin trays, that you will get an equally beautiful roll that you can still enjoy. And we just pop it right in there. Just right in there, thank you, Lulu. So you'll see we get 6 beautiful rolls out of this recipe. It's perfect for the whole family, so everybody can enjoy these. They do freeze very well as well. If you cover them up nicely, you pop them into the freezer for about 2 weeks, and you can just pop your roll right out of the freezer, quickly pop it into the oven and have them as fresh, or otherwise you can just heat them in your microwave and enjoy them that way. Oop, let's do there. Okay, and there you have it. We've got our rolls ready here, nice and proving. We're just going to cover them with a nice bread packet that we like to use, which is coated with some coconut oil. They prove about 60 minutes depending on the temperature outside, depending how warm your water was. There's a couple of factors influencing that, but they are going to prove for us, and then we're going to stick them right into the oven. But before we do that, you have the option to sprinkle them with seeds, whatever topping you like to do. We want to keep it completely allergen free, so we are just going to dust it with a little bit of rice flour, just to give it that nice Portuguese authentic look that we like. So we just do a thin layer of some rice flour on top, and we just and then Lulu is going to, for us, use a bread packet, and she's going to oil it for us so that we can just cover them and make sure they don't stick. Thank you, Lulu.
I-rolls zethu ke bethunani zizawunyuka imizuzu e-60 ezibasizawulinda but ke before sizenze njalo siye sithathe i-rice flour ukustylisha nje ubone ba iyahaleleka ibukeleke i-roll yakho so sithathe nje i-rice flour sayifafaza nje kancinci apha mna ndizawufaka iplastic kule oil kwenza noba sizigqume ngayo siziyeke zinyuke la mizuzu i-60.
Perfect. Oops. Oh, thank you. And here we are. We just pop it right on there and we cover them up. Now, press that one for us. The coconut oil on here is just really a precaution so that your packet does not stick to your rolls.
Siyisebenzisela loo nto ke benani coconut oil thina apha kwezi plastic ukwenzela into yobana intlama yakho ingancamatheli kule plastic.
Perfect. And there they are, Lulu. Now we're going to let them proof in a nice hot place and then we will check up on them in a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay, Lulu, these are proofed now for about 60 minutes. They're looking nice and double in size and they look ready to be popped into our oven. Perfect, let's get them in. It's nice and warm already. And then we just turn our oven down to 180. Those are going to bake now for 15 minutes. They only take 15 minutes to bake, so it's so quick and easy.
I-rolls zethu zinyukile zilungele ubhaka so sizifakile kwi-oven. I-oven yethu ibisithi 200 degrees then siyithobile ke ukuzifaka kwethu sayibeka ku-180 zizawuthatha only 15 minutes.
So these rolls have been baking now for 12 to 13 minutes and now I just want them to get a nice color, so I just pop off these rings just so that they get a nice uniform color right over there, and then I just let them go for another 2 minutes. Okay, and our rolls are ready to be taken out. See them. Come to that. Thank you. Oh, just look at that.
So beautiful. Sizikhuphile ke i-rolls zethu, niyazibona indlela ezibukeka ngayo zinhle, umbala wazo ungathi ugolide.
Just gonna make sure the sides are nice and loose. So you just pop right out. It's not really a big problem. And there we go. There we go.
Voila.
Perfect. As you see, these rolls are lovely and soft. They are lovely and soft. They're a little bit hot, but they pop right back out. They're not hard rolls. They are really super soft and fluffy.
Siyazibona ke mntakabawo zinhle, ziphumile kakuhle, ziround kakuhle, sizawuzisika sibone phakathi into yobana zinjani na, sizotya ibheka.
Lulu, our rolls have cooled very nicely now and they are ready for us to taste and see if we've had any success here today. And as you can see over here, we've already prepped some nice burgers for us to have in a while. So yeah, let's jump in.
I can't wait, it's been a long day, I'm starving.
It has been a long day. You can see these rolls are really nice and fluffy. There is really just bouncing back there. They are not crumbly. They are super, super nice. So I'm going to slice this one open. There you have it. Again, you will see it's got a nice stretch to it. It's got a very nice crumb to it. Yeah, you can bend it all the way as you prefer. Before we start tasting those, if you remember, we made these beautiful muffin cup breads as well. They are similar, they are the same. They're also nice and fluffy and moist. And we're just gonna give them a slice. It's really got that bready crust that you find on normal bread. It's a very, very nice crust you've got there.
Ngibonile ke bethunani i-rolls zethu sizikhuphile ngoku zipholile, sizisikile phakathi. Zinhle, zisisonka nje esibonayo sinormal, asinangxaki, asiqhekeki, asijeki.
Are we going to try it with some hummus?
Yes.
Some homemade hummus we made earlier. You can find this recipe right on our website. It's very nice. Can I put one for you?
Yes. So nice. So nice. And the hummus are the best.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
There you have it to our rolls. They are really delicious. They are allergen free. They are super easy to make. There is really no excuse for you not to have really nice rolls in the house. You whip them up in minutes. They're perfect for the kids' lunch boxes. They're perfect for Friday night burgers. They are just great, just on the go. So do bake with us. We hope you have a lot of success. If you don't, give us a buzz. We will gladly assist you to make sure you get the perfect rolls. Thank you for joining us with Come Bake With Us. We hope you enjoyed this and we hope you are enjoying your product that you have created at home.
Siyabulela bethunani ngoku sijoyina ku Come Bake With Us. Ngiyazibona ibheka zethu zinhle, zilafulafu, zinyukile ngendlela right. Akho nto inokunqanda into abantu bale kuye evenkileni or uye ku website yethu www.graciousbakers.co.za uyofumana i-recipes, ufumane yonke nje ingcaciso ofuna uyifumana. Enkosi kakhulu.
So from us, that is it. Come bake with us.
Come Bake With Us.
Bye bye.
Join our exciting tutorial series where we simplify the art of allergen-free baking. Discover how easy it is to create delectable confections using affordable and readily available ingredients. We'll guide you step by step from basic breads to delightful cakes, proving that you don't need to sacrifice flavor or creativity to enjoy therapeutic joy of baking. Whether you're a seasoned baker who's lost your way or a budding enthusiast eager to explore delicious, healthier alternatives, our Come Bake With Us range is your new companion in your kitchen. Let's bake the world a better place together.